Hello everyone. Today we are doing LeetCode problem number 14, which is longest common prefix. This is write a function to find the longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. If there is no common prefix, return an empty string. So we'll have an array of strings with flower, flow, and flight, and they'll return FL. And then one with dog, race, car, and it returns an empty string. Because there is no common prefix among the input strings. Okay, so I have a couple of different ideas in a way that we can do this. We can do checking each letter. So we can start off with F and then we'll check if there's an F in each. And then we can also, and then from there we'll add another one, FL, and then we'll check each. And then FLO, and we'll check each. And then if there isn't a match on all of them, then we just return the FL. And another way is we'll start off with the whole string and then we'll compare it, and if there isn't a match, then we'll remove the last letter and then we'll keep going, and if there isn't a match, then we'll remove the other one, and then we'll keep going until there is a match, and then we'll return that. So that's kind of the way that I'm thinking of doing it. To make it a little bit more simpler, we'll sort the array from the length of each string. So then we'll start off with like the smallest, so then we can remove less. So let's do a sorted array. strs.sort, and then we're going to sort it from the shortest length to the longest. And then we'll have a prefix starting off with the first string in the array. And then we're going to do a for loop here, but we're going to start off with the second one in the array since we already have the first one here in the prefix. And it's going to be the length of the array. And then we're going to have a while loop with starting off with 1 here, with the second one in the array basically, and index of the prefix. And I'll explain index of in a bit. So as long as it doesn't equal 0, then we can enter this loop and continue going. And then we'll have prefix equals. So if it enters this loop, that means that we're going to remove letters because it's not common prefix. So we're going to use slice here. Length -1. And then when it exits it, then we return the prefix here. Okay, so let's explain index of. And also we can run it here so we can make sure it's sorted. Let's do that and check it. See, there we go. We'll have that here checking it. Okay, so we'll have here, we'll have sorted array equals that. And okay, so the index of, this is the way it works. So when we have, so let's say we have flower dot index of the prefix, let's say the prefix is FL. If it matches anything in the array, it's going to return a 0. And if there isn't a match, it's going to return -1. At least for this example here. Let's say we have FLS. instead right for the prefix here, it's going to return a negative 1 because it doesn't match at all. There's no match there. So, but if it's just FL, there's a match. Even if it's just F, there's a match. It'll equal 0. And see, let's say we have ER and the prefix ER. It's going to return 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to return 4 because that's where the match starts from. For okay, so let's do this. We have 0 if it does exist, and negative 1 if it doesn't exist. So we'll have sorted array I, which is 1, so 0, 1, flower. And then right here we'll have flow, because that's a prefix. So flow is in flower, so it's 0. That means we don't enter the while loop. Now I equals 1 here, but now we're going to 2. So 2, flight, it's flight here. So then we change that to flight. Now it's flow and flight. That equals negative 1 then, because it doesn't exist in flight. So then we remove, so we enter the while loop and then we remove 1. And then we check it again. FLO is not in flight. So then we enter the while loop and then we remove another 1. And we check it again. FL is in flight. So that equals 0, because it does exist. So then now we don't enter the while loop. So now we increase. Now we go to the for loop. But that's the last one. There's only 3. 1, 0, 1, 2. So that's the end of the array. So now that means we return the prefix, which is just FL. And this should be right. Let's just erase this. And let's remove the console log as well. And let's run it. This should be right. Perfect. And let's submit it. Perfect.